Y'all, we gotta talk. I did another video and I asked the question, are they trying to kill our second citizenship? And people gave me a lot of flack for that. And I was like, I'm gonna leave that link in that video. I'm not gonna talk about that whole thing, but I was like, this was months ago, early 2025. And people gave me a lot of flack for them. They're like, no, you're just being overly, sensitive. You're just being whatever. So in recent, look, I'm gonna leave the link below, but in recent developments, and this is part of geopolitical stuff, right? In this stunning geopolitical development in America, Ohio Senator Moreno introduces a bill to ban dual citizenship. This is December 3rd. This article was updated on December 3rd, 2025. This is happening now, y'all. If you see me reading, I'm reading from the iPad. This guy, Senator Moreno, wants to get rid of dual citizenship in the United States. Moreno is an Ohio Republican, and he introduced this legislation that will require Americans to exclusively be U.S. citizens. Okay, this current law allows people, the current law that we have right now allows people to maintain their citizenship with the United States and another country, provided that the other country permits, right? So we are allowed to have dual citizenship. And this is just trying to wreck plans for those people who want to move abroad and have multiple citizenships and keep their American citizenship. But this guy wants you to renounce your citizenship. We're gonna talk about it. I told y'all, don't say you were not warned, because I told y'all that this was happening, that this was the people. And there's another bill. I put the I'll put the video of the other bill that talked about citizenship. I'll put that up as well. Now, hi guys, I'm Synolve. How you guys doing? I talk about geopolitics. I talk about living your best lives and moving abroad. That's all the things, right? I talk about all the things, and about entrepreneurship and investing. And so if that's your jam, come on in. Now, I am the founder, guys, I'm the founder of ADITA and BlackXodus. BlackXodus supports, encourages, inspires people to move abroad and to live their best life overseas, wherever you want to live, honey, wherever you want to go. We are here to support you. You can be a member of BlackXodus. You can be a subscriber of BlackXodus magazine. I'm also the founder of ADITA. ADITA helps and seeks to support entrepreneurs, global business developers, and global investors who want to invest around the world. It's time. We need to step into who we are, step into our purpose. And so if you'd like to be a member of ADITA, like for us to help you with a business plan, develop your business plan, your marketing strategy, to help you with your sourcing needs, then you want to be a member of ADITA. So I'll leave out the information below. Now back to Moreno. Look, these people get crazier by the day. Moreno is originally from Colombia. This Senator Moreno, who introduced this bill, is originally from Colombia, and he immigrated to the U.S. with his family as a child. Y'all, I'm getting heated just thinking about it, talking about it. He became a U.S. citizen. He became, I'm so mad I can't even talk. He became a U.S. citizen and renounced his Colombian citizenship when he turned 18. That's your business. Okay, what they got to do with us? Moreno says, it was an honor and a privilege to pledge an oath of allegiance to the United States of America, and only, okay, in all caps, to the United States of America, Moreno said in a statement. Being an American citizen is an honor and a privilege, and if you want to be an American, it's all or nothing. Can y'all believe that? Like, why that's his choice. Why try to make other people have the same, make the same choice? I don't get that. He says citizens of two countries owe allegiance to both and must follow their laws according to the State Department, okay? Dual citizenship can make travel more efficient, okay? And allows people to own property or operate businesses in another country. So Moreno's bill would give dual citizens a year to renounce either their U.S. or foreign citizenship. There's a whole process for renouncing your citizenship. We can talk about that in another video. It says the current policy may create conflicts of interest and divide loyalties, according to Moreno. It remains to be seen whether the proposal has legs, but it could affect the White House if enacted, right? Because there's so many people in the White House. I mean, Donald Trump himself, his family is from Germany. Also, First Lady Melania Trump and Barron Trump hold citizenship in the U.S. and Slovenia, according to the New York Times. This could affect a lot of people, and so I don't know how far this will get, and if they even would want to. Would Melania, would she want to renounce her citizenship? I mean, not only that, the vice president, his wife, she's from India. So Marco Rubio, I don't know if he has dual citizenship, but there's so many people within this administration who are immigrants and who perhaps hold citizenship in other countries. And so this is crazy, like, to think that you need to renounce your citizenship just in order to have an American citizenship, and that somehow your loyalties are divided. And yeah, you can have dual citizenship. I don't understand why people think, or why this Senator Moreno would think that having dual citizenship would be a problem. I'd love to hear your comments below, because most people who do or have dual citizenship have it for a myriad of reasons, for protections in case something goes south in your own country, but also for investment purposes. It's just easier to do investments and to do the things you need to do to invest abroad when you have some type of residency, because it gives you the opportunity to stay longer. You don't have to do those border runs every 90 days or every so often. If you want to buy an apartment or a house or invest in a business, you want to be able to stay there and for a long length of time without thinking that you have to leave every so often when you're trying to do business. But this bill actually has a name. So the actual name is called the Exclusive Citizenship Act of 2025. Okay, it would make it so that an individual may not be a citizen or national of the U.S. while simultaneously possessing any foreign citizenship. Crazy. Okay, if passed, the U.S. Citizen who voluntarily acquires a foreign citizenship would need to relinquish their U.S. citizenship after the date of enactment. So you'd have to, say you had a citizenship in the U.S. and you had it in Kenya, or you had it in the U.S., you had it in Italy or France. You'd have to relinquish that if you had it in Indonesia or anywhere else. So this is going to affect the rich more than, I don't see it passing, because this would affect, to me, a lot of wealthy people who have multiple citizenships for investment purposes, have multiple citizenships. So because they've done the citizenship by investment, which Senegal has, Botswana has, and so many other countries have throughout the world, Dubai, which I think they were changing theirs. But yeah, so I can't see this working. I can't see the wealthy going for this. And so, yeah, this is crazy. Those who possess dual citizenship would have to submit, and I mentioned this before, a written renunciation of foreign citizenship to the Secretary of State, or a written renunciation of U.S. citizenship to the Secretary of Homeland Security no later than 1 year after the enactment of this date. Any individual who doesn't comply will be deemed to have voluntarily relinquished United States citizenship for the purposes of Section 349 of the Immigration and National, here, let me say it right, okay. For the purposes of Section 349 of the Immigration and Nationality Act, the bill states. I just don't see this going through. This is crazy. Another crazy bill, right? Why? Leave people alone. He immigrated from Colombia. That's his business if he wants to renunciate his citizenship. Now, I know people who have renunciated their citizenship, U.S. citizenship, like the nomad capitalist. He's talked about that quite a bit. And so you know, that's his thing. If he wants, no bad capitalist wants to do that. You don't want the U.S. He didn't, even when his grandmother died, he wasn't able, you know, he didn't come back to the U.S. And that just happened recently. And so, but that was his, you know, he talked about it with his family. That was his choice to renunciate his citizenship, his U.S. citizenship. But being American is a privilege, and one of the privileges of being an American is that you have dual citizenship. Some of the founding fathers had dual citizenship. So, and originally, when I call them the founding fathers, y'all, I hear me clear, the people who established the United States of America, okay? Not founded this entire land or built it. Let's be clear, there were people here, and that shouldn't happen. But let's go on, I digress. And so now, if the bill passed, the bill would it would take effect in 180 days after the enactment. But what I'm saying is about the founding fathers, they came from France, England, other countries, right? And so Spain, they had dual citizenship. The very people that supposedly founded Columbus, that found this country, okay? We ain't find nothing, but I'm just saying, Columbus, Spain, right, or Portugal, right? And then the founding fathers, your original presidents, Washington, all those people, they had dual citizenship. So this makes no sense to me. Now, multiple Supreme Court cases, to give you a little bit of history, have been instrumental in establishing dual citizenship as a constitutional right, okay? Including Talbot versus Jansen, Talbot versus Jansen, which was in 1795, which ruled the U.S. citizens. It ruled that U.S. citizens who acquire foreign citizenship do not have to waive their U.S. citizenship. There's another one. I'll put the name of it up. It's Afroyim versus Rusk, 1967. This is as early as 1967, which ruled that a U.S. citizen cannot lose their citizenship unless they willingly surrender it. And so while the U.S. government doesn't keep statistics on dual citizenship, it's estimated that over 40 million Americans, many of whom are Mexican Americans, are eligible for dual citizenship according to International Living. So yeah, if I'm looking down, I'm just reading this from my notes, but this thing is just not, I can't see it happening. I can't see it happening. Like I said before, this is going to impact so many people. This is going to impact Barron and Melania Trump. This will impact so many people that have dual citizenship and who don't want to lose it. And so I'd love to hear you in the comments below, but I see that they keep on trying the same old trick over and over and over again. And we have to be vigilant. We have to be aware, those of us who want to go, who want to live in other countries and have dual citizenship. It's an American right. It's our right. It's our constitutional right. And so I want you to watch this bill, and I want you to watch Senator Moreno and be aware of what's going on. All right. I love you guys so much. This is Synolve signing off. We're going on a trip to Kenya, so I'd love for you to join. I'm gonna leave all the information about BlackXodus and ADITA. I'd love for you to be a part of it. So join me. I love you guys so much. This is Synolve signing off, and I'm gonna see y'all in another video real soon. Bye, guys.